Hi, and welcome to another edition of Danny Brown Talks Phoenix. As always, I am your host, Danny Brown, and today I am joined by Stephany Rojas of Blue Indigo Creations. Welcome, Stephany.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so why don't you start by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Okay. So I am a wife and a mother of three, and I live out in Gilbert, and I'm an Arizona native, but I've kind of lived everywhere. So I ended up coming back out here after college.
I'm a native of Arizona myself.
Nice.
I was born in Mesa.
Oh, born in Scottsdale, but lived in Mesa. So
Very nice. Where else have you lived?
I've lived in Ohio, Atlanta, Chicago, Rome, Italy.
Wow, Rome, Italy.
Yeah.
Very nice. What caused you to bounce around?
Eventually, well, first of all, it was my parents' jobs, and then eventually it was kind of me going to college and then me deciding I wanted to explore a little bit, and ended up being a nanny out in Rome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So did you speak Italian?
I tried a little bit. I picked it up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What brought you back to Phoenix?
I graduated college, and then I had so many family and friends out here that I've always loved Phoenix and just wanted to be out here. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about your company, Blue Indigo Creations, and what they do.
Yeah, sure. So Blue Indigo Creations is a gift box company, and we create all sorts of custom gifts for a variety of clients. So from real estate to corporate to weddings and basically anything personal that you want.
So dive in a little bit and kind of unpack, pun intended, the gift box, and tell me a little bit about what that entails, what it looks like, and what makes it different than, what other gift box companies might be doing.
Sure. So our gift boxes are customizable, and we use a lot of local products in them. So when we first kind of got started with Blue Indigo, we just decided, hey, there's a need for good custom gifting. And I've always been a fan of local products and businesses, and, been to the local markets and kind of realized, hey, there's not really an opportunity to get anything outside of, outside of going to the markets. There's really not a place to buy them except for, a couple little spots around the Phoenix area. So we decided, hey, let's go ahead and start stocking inventory and creating gift boxes that people can use for all sorts of different occasions. And so that's how we kind of got started.
Very nice. So you say that you source everything local, so that are they all Arizona-based companies then?
They are. A lot of them are Arizona-based companies, but we do source other companies throughout the United States. And we've actually had a couple clients that have asked for some stuff that actually takes us outside the United States. So It really just depends. We do like to use local products, but everybody has their specific tastes. And, sometimes it's easy to just try to find some other stuff that works outside of local, because people don't always want it to be specific to Arizona.
Sure.
So we've kind of branched out a little bit from that.
What kind of comes in your standard gift box?
It really just depends. We have, I would say more so like candles, food-based products, beauty products. We have a lot of great local people that we use that do some really great skincare products. And then we do coffees and teas and bottles of wine, all sorts of different stuff. So I don't know if there's anything specific that I would say is our standard, but I would say because everything's so customizable that we kind of go with whatever the client's leaning towards.
So then it sounds like it's kind of an a la carte type situation. So are you relying on the consumers to build their own gift boxes that they want to present to people, so they kind of pick and choose what they're looking for?
Yeah, I think so. We started out, we still have pre-designed gift boxes on our website, but I would say 80% is customizable. I think people just know what they're looking for, and they know the person who's receiving the gift, and they want it to feel personal. So we've toyed around with playing, with doing a website that has the option to customize your boxes. But what we found is that people really like the interaction with us. They like to go, hey, this person really likes this, but I don't know, what that would look like. And we go, hey, this would look great together, because we take in aesthetics, product, size, all sorts of stuff that kind of makes the box unique and beautiful and something that people really want to give.
So it sounds like you guys are really the opposite of, just coming to a website, clicking on it, and doing something in 30 seconds. Yours is much more in depth and process. And it sounds like it would make people think that they actually put some thought into it.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what we've noticed our clients really want. They really want something that feels like, hey, I didn't just go on and pick something just with a click and have it shipped to them. It really feels personal, and it feels like something they've put thought into. And it's really not, and it's really an easy process on our end. It's maybe an email or two, maybe a quick phone call, but yeah, we pretty much, get the gist of what everybody's looking for. This is what we offer, and then go from there.
How big's your team?
Just me and my mom.
Okay.
And occasionally some people that like to help us out.
Yeah. So it sounds like this, it sounds like this would be hard to scale.
Yeah.
To mass produce, that you guys is your goal to kind of just keep it small? And
I think that we do want to grow. My mom works full time. I have another job. And so we've kind of just taken it. I have 3 kids, 4 and under. So we've just, slow and steady is kind of our motto. I think we would love to grow our team, but at this point we've been able to handle what comes our way, even though sometimes it's very late night.
I'm sure.
And over, grown warehouse and house and stuff like that. But it's
so
working
you do
for
have
us.
A warehouse
we do have a space,
stuff?
that we store stuff in, and then it's also part of it can be my dining room as well. So.
So what made you kind of decide that you wanted to start this sort of company? What was the motivation behind it?
I think our motivation, when I first stopped working, I used to be in social work. I just loved helping people. It was just something I really enjoyed. And so I kind of got out of the social work field once I had my son, and just decided, you know what, I love gifting. It always makes people feel good. It always makes me feel good when I'm giving somebody something that they really enjoy. So we had a lot of people in real estate, and we just decided hey, let's start playing around with some ideas of what gifting could look like. And it was like about 3 years ago is when we first put some stuff together for a few people. And then it just kind of trickled on from there, and people started going, hey, can we get baby boxes? Hey, can we do weddings? And then it's just grown from there.
Wow.
So.
That's great. I can absolutely speak from my perspective at, helping buyers and sellers with the sale of their home, that closing gifts are always a struggle on what you want to give them. And we've done gift cards to restaurants, which are not personal at all. We've done the Cutco knife thing, and, you brand it with your company logo on it. But again, not super personal, and people look at it like, oh, thanks. Cutting board. We've tried everything, and the best feedback that we've gotten from people are your gift boxes. That people seem to really enjoy them when they get them. And it does, I think, help us at least set ourselves apart from some of the other agents out there when they do present your just run-of-the-mill closing gift. Closing gifts are tough.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are.
It's hard to, get to know someone's style. So, buying a housewarming gift is difficult because everybody has different tastes and, and what they want in their home. And you don't want to buy somebody like a piece of art if they absolutely hate it.
That's exactly right. Yeah. And I think sometimes a lot with these gift boxes too, like with closing gift boxes, what's great is that we can even incorporate a little Arizona in it, which is
which I love.
That people love is, cactus coasters and different things like that. And so they can choose to use it in their home. And then some of the stuff is treats, so they can choose to eat it at that time, or they have kids, and it's great. We can do customizable cookies for them. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. We love supporting Arizona companies. That's why we started this podcast, just to talk to cool people doing cool stuff in Phoenix, and, kind of get their story out there. So I think it's fantastic that you're a local business that's also supporting local businesses.
Absolutely.
So the products that you give out, are people able to continue to order those products outside of the gift box? So say they get some amazing cookies or whatever, can they continue to order them? Is there a way they can find out those companies? So
we list all of our companies, usually whether it's on our products alone, or if they, our Instagram feed is a big one. We tag everybody. We're a big proponent of putting it out there. Like these are the businesses we use and
I'm sure your product is very Instagrammable.
It is. Yeah. So, and people, I know people that go and they'll even email me, hey, where did you get this? Or how can I order this? And we're happy to send them on to the businesses. So. And
do you handle delivery as well?
We do. We ship, we deliver, and we also have people that pick up locally. So I'm always open to that, because I know sometimes people go, hey, I'm going to be out in this area, or hey, can I just pick it up instead of bothering with the delivery fee or things like that? And we offer free local pickup.
What does a basic gift box cost?
I would say anywhere between an average of 50 to and above. I would say if you're going to get a good gift box and something that has enough product in it and it feels like it's a good solid gift, I would say you want to start in the $50 range. But majority of ours are 75 and higher. So especially the more customizable you get.
Yeah. And how do they look? How are they presented? I'm picturing in my head, kind of the gift baskets that you see at the grocery store around the holidays with, saran wrap and all this stuff sticking.
So we're more modern.
Okay.
I think gift boxes than that. So we don't do cellophane or saran wrap or anything like that, but we do. We have wood boxes. We have all sorts of different wood boxes. We've done crates. We've done closed. We have really cool closed magnetic gift boxes that just look very modern and sleek. And then we have your like a craft paper box too. So those are kind of the way we package them. And then we do like a shred as the filling and put the product in. And some of it's like with our boxes, some of it is closed boxes. So you can have a closed lid box, especially when shipping or things like that. And then for like local delivery, we've done even like custom artwork in them and bottles of wine. And so we have them all open and just fill it that way. And so
how do you go about finding these companies and the supplies that you put into your gift boxes?
Instagram.
Yeah.
It really started out with just researching Instagram and putting in all sorts of different hashtags and following people and seeing what was out there. And that's really how we've grown our inventory. So sometimes it'll be just through a Google search or, looking for things like that. Especially boxes are hard to find, especially like when they're not in mass quantities. So we've done our research on that. But other than that, we've found a lot of people through the Instagram.
Wow, that's great. How do you primarily market your business using Instagram as well?
Yeah. So we found that that's like our biggest platform. I don't know why. We're on Facebook as well, but I don't know if it's just people just like to tag people on Instagram, but we've just really grown our clients through other people seeing us or referral based, hey, I saw you guys on Instagram, or somebody says, hey, I'm looking for a gift. Oh, hey, we saw this person on Instagram. So we've really grown through that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How many followers do you have on?
We're a little shy of 2,000.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I mean, that's nothing to sneeze about. That's a good following in just a couple of years.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
So, are your primary clients just realtors, or?
We have multiple clients. I think we have some corporate clients that are great as far as like holiday gifting and things like that. And then we also have lenders and realtors, and we work with wedding planners and brides, and then I'm trying to think if there's anybody. I think a lot of other ones are just kind of personal clients.
Yeah.
Hey, we have some really good like gifters, people that just love to send gifts for all occasions to their friends and family. So
when you say brides, you mean brides giving gifts to like their bridesmaids and that kind of.
Yeah. So they want to do. So we just did boxes for someone who's not really having a wedding party, but she wants her family to feel really included in her wedding. So we sent boxes out to all her family members and the flower girl and the ring bearer. So that was really fun. So, and then brides, we've had actual gifts that have gone directly to the guests when they check into the hotel, or personal family. Yeah. So it's really fun.
I got married last April, and the first night that we were at we did a destination wedding.
Oh, fun.
But we had to make gift bags for everybody.
It's a lot of work.
We didn't have a huge, it was only 30.
Okay.
But still, it was like I hope my wife doesn't listen to this, but the last thing I want to do when I get to a cool location for a wedding is make gift bags.
Yep. You think that it's just simple to put a couple things in and tie some ribbon on there and call it a day, but it's a lot of work. It is very time consuming. Yeah.
So how do you balance that, having another job? You said 3 kids?
Yeah.
3 kids, a husband that you're probably taking care of as well. Yep. How do you find the time?
A lot of teamwork. My husband takes the kids a lot when he can. And then I've got my mother and mother-in-law who also help. But a lot of times the kids go with me. They make deliveries with me. We pick up inventory together. They kind of know when mommy's making gift boxes, then it's
not to bother.
It's time to leave me alone. But that doesn't work very well with a 4, 3, and 2-year-old.
Sure.
But I mean, I just find a lot of time during naps or in the evening when they're asleep. Yeah. So that's when I get a lot of work done.
What's the general turnaround time then for if somebody places an order for a box on when they can expect it to be done?
I would say probably if it's a local one and we have the inventory in, I would say 48 hours to 72 hours. We've done last minute day of. That's just if people call and say, hey, we need a last minute gift, if we can squeeze it in, we'll squeeze it in. But I would say if you're going to do a big order and it's, a 15 plus box order, then we're going to need a couple weeks. And a lot of times we do design work too. So if someone comes to us and says, hey, I really want these corporate boxes. I want them to look and feel like this. then we take the time to source the products, to put a couple design options together and make it aesthetically what they're looking for. And then, so that can take even up to a month. It just depends on how fast everybody is with picking the design and then getting all the inventory in.
Do you ever get any pushback on those longer turnaround times?
No, not usually. Usually they're pretty good about it. And
I feel like if you're wanting to do something that's actually personal like that, and it's going to take time.
Yeah, exactly. And especially if you've got multiple order, if it's a large inventory purchase, then people are going to need a couple weeks to get that turnaround, especially local businesses, as a lot of them have their own jobs as well, and they're on the side doing things and making their products. Like, usually we try to say, hey, what's your guys' time frame, and then give the clients at least a good time frame as far as that goes.
So if you have somebody that's super busy and they don't have the time to put something together that is actually personable, are you able to do that for them and make it simple so that they can, if they want that 30-second, this is just do this, get it out, are you able to kind of service that as well?
We are. We've really worked on our designs for what people are looking for, and so we have a few on our website that you can just go and you can click. It takes you a couple minutes to check out, and that's done. Or we have people that literally email us or direct message us on Instagram and say, hey, I'm looking for this. This is my budget. This is kind of what I'm looking at. And we come back within a couple, within the day pretty much, and just have everything figured out and tell them, okay, now it's going to be a couple days, and then we'll figure out delivery or pickup. And so it's a really quick, easy turnaround time. And I think we make it really easy and personable for the clients as well that are ordering. So a lot of them feel like they can just come directly to us and go, I have no idea what this person wants. Help us out. And I think that's the fun part, where I get to be creative and go, okay, let's try this, or I saw this and I kind of want to play around with this idea. So it's a good creative outlet.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Are there dreams of this becoming the only gig that you have?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I would love for this to be a full-time thing. And it really, honestly, it could probably be a full-time thing, but
it sounds
I just like to juggle too much, apparently. But I would love to open up my own storefront as well. Yeah, I would love for it to be somewhere they can just come in and pick the gift, or I can just help them in person. Sometimes a lot of people want to see the inventory, want to kind of see hands-on. So that's a goal. I'm
always super impressed by female entrepreneurs who are also moms and who also have other jobs. I know what it's like I don't have kids. Yeah. My wife pretty much takes care of herself. I have a hard enough time balancing just me and my company that I could not even imagine having to take care of another adult, because us men, we need to be taken care of, and kids. Like I'm always impressed by people who are able to balance all of those things. So it's got to be a challenge. Yeah, it is. It's, sometimes I'm riding the crazy train, but overall, some reason us moms, we find a way to do it. Right. But I can tell you love what you do, which is, every, mom that I've talked to that's an entrepreneur, they just have this passion and drive to do what they're doing. And it shows. Yeah. Well, when I started this, I knew I wanted to stay home with my kids, and I just kind of like, hey, I'm going to make this work regardless. And a lot of people don't have that opportunity, and I'm very blessed to be able to do that and kind of start my own thing and find my own way and kind of grow it as I can. Do you think that's kind of your why, is so that you can be home with the family? And I think that my kids being so young at this point, there's days where I'd love to just escape and have an office to go to. But overall, I couldn't imagine not being home with them. And I think just being able to, there's so much that you can do from your phone or computer and, your own space. And it's nice to be able to do that and be able to stay home and juggle everything. That's fantastic. I'm just always impressed. So you said that you do have warehouse space, and you also keep a lot of the stuff. Do you ever have to deal with, products going bad? Because it sounds like you're dealing with a lot of perishable stuff. So how do you deal with all the overhead that goes along with it? So because we started out small, local people have been so amazing working with us. We've had our ups and downs where we've learned, from mistakes ordering too much product, or especially with perishables. So we're pretty upfront with our
the businesses saying, hey, we need just a limited amount of inventory. Is that possible? Most people are great. There's times where we've had to throw things out or gift it to other friends and family going,
Sure.
hey, this is going bad. Here you go. So I think our family enjoys that. But we've, it's something that we're learning as we go to kind of know how much we need to keep in stock and how much inventory. And so with people being so flexible with us and going, hey, if you want to place an order, just let us know. Usually it's about a week turnaround time. We're able to start small and go, oh, hey, we got a big order. Here you go, instead of always keeping that in stock. So, but
that's nice. That's kind of a smart way to do it.
Yeah, but we've definitely learned.
So are there any examples that you can give us on, mistakes that you kind of made along the way that you've used to make you a better company and kind of a better entrepreneur?
Yeah, so I think kind of what people were looking for. I think we started out maybe a little too, like every holiday we had to have a box, and we probably put a lot more inventory out that way, and then kind of got stuck with, oh shoot, people didn't care about, Valentine's Day as much, which you would think would be a bigger holiday, but because men are social media followers as much,
right?
We would go, oh shoot, the women aren't buying themselves gift boxes. So like we've made it, mistakes that way. And so we've kind of learned, especially around the holiday time, we would always over order. And so now we really start to prep and we prepare our boxes a couple months in advance. We also work with people that we know are going to be flexible with us and can get the product to us quick. Because we've also had where we've got to the holidays and we're like, oh my gosh, we just had a huge order come in and we're out of inventory. So we've made, there's things that we've learned as we've gone along going, hey, we need to be, somewhat prepared, but we also need to give our vendors a heads up.
Sure.
So
it sounds to me like working with other small local businesses gives you the opportunity to build quality relationships with vendors that if you were working with companies that were on a national stage probably wouldn't care about you and your problems at all.
Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah, we've made our local vendors they become friends, people that we really just enjoy seeing, and every time we get to pick up inventory, we catch up on how small businesses are doing kind of thing. So, yeah.
That's great. It really just comes back to, people helping people. And,
absolutely.
And, you're helping other small businesses succeed. And if you succeed, they succeed and vice versa.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. So is there anything that you would want to talk about in terms of the boxes that we didn't already cover?
I think we've covered a lot of it. I think just, to whoever's listening, if you're planning on ordering boxes or interested, just contact us. That's kind of my thing is we'll always work with people. We're always flexible. We're, always open to new ideas and things that people are looking for. So I always tell my clients too, like, if there's anything you're looking for, just let us know. And so I think that's the fun part about it is we don't have limitations really. If you want a huge $300 box, we'll put it together. If you want a couple small ones for, just little thank yous, we'll put that together too. So,
the ability to be that customizable and particular for the occasion, for, somebody, how much they're willing to spend.
Right.
I think that kind of just sets you apart.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can be as customizable as you are, it really gives people the power to, give a gift that actually means something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we always like to wrap things up though with some Phoenix-based questions.
Okay.
So with you being in Gilbert, you're one of the first people we've had who live in Gilbert. So I'm hoping that we get some different answers to some of our questions that we ask.
All right.
What is your favorite Phoenix-based restaurant?
Okay. I'm a foodie, so I love a lot of different restaurants. I don't get out as much as I'd like to anymore. But when I'm in the Phoenix area, I love the Henry.
Well, it doesn't have to be exclusive to Phoenix. It can also include Gilbert because there's some great restaurants in Gilbert
really
too.
Good. Downtown Gilbert is just where I like to be. It's got so many good restaurants.
Yeah.
And
I've been saying for whoever is running Gilbert is doing a great job
they really
of
are.
attracting, millennials and Gen Xers who have families.
Yep.
The schools are great. The homes are awesome, and you're not relegated to going to Applebee's or the Cheesecake Factory. You can go to actual mom and pop awesome restaurants.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. So, for people who haven't been to downtown Gilbert, it is super fun and really cool. And they've got one of the best farmers markets, I think, in the valley.
They really do. That's where I kind of all started. We used to go to the Gilbert Farmers Market. We go still all the time. But yeah, that was exactly where it started. There were so many good vendors there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of our Saturday morning activities.
Very nice.
And then we head over and check out some of the restaurants that are there.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So it takes it back to the original question. What's one of the favorite restaurants then?
Oh, I really like, there's a lot. I love Zen Burger down in downtown Gilbert.
Yeah.
That's one of our go-tos. But the Joe's ones are awesome. Joe's Barbecue, Joe's Farm Grill.
Yep. I was hoping you'd say those.
Yep. That's definitely it. And then he just opened up a new little burrito stand called
Really?
Topo. Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Yeah.
So that's
he's been a
fun
staple
place.
in downtown Gilbert before downtown Gilbert was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. There's a big gopher on it. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's this little stand with a big gopher on it.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
I will have to
So
check
it's
it
like
out.
a couple burritos and some soft serve ice cream, and my kids love it. So we're like, here we go.
Great.
Yeah.
What have you discovered any exciting places in the valley recently?
That would probably be it. That just
that
opened.
little-
So I would say Topo. If you guys haven't been there, check it out.
Yeah. What is one of your favorite Phoenix neighborhoods?
Ooh. I don't know if I have it. I don't know. I don't know my neighborhoods very well, but I love driving through the historic district neighborhoods.
Yeah.
That's me and my husband used to do that all the time, going, if we didn't have kids, we would live here.
Yeah. That's a common response.
Yeah.
A lot of people love, Willow and
Yes,
Canto
exactly.
and all the neighborhoods around here.
Yeah. I just love old homes.
Yeah.
I think they're so cool. I just love the character and the history behind them. So, yeah.
And the people who live there are super proud of being in those neighborhoods, and they constantly have those home tours and letting complete strangers like walk through and judge
I
their
know.
home.
We were going to do the Willow tour this year, and it just didn't work out, but we had a wedding that weekend, but that's something I want to do.
They just had on Sunday they had a mid-century modern home tour.
Fun.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
you got to tour through they're not historic homes necessarily, but still super cool, very clean lines.
That's awesome.
Definitely, my kind of style. So
Enjoyed it.
yeah, I love that one. So, what would you say your favorite Phoenix hangout spot is?
Oh gosh, anything in Arcadia. I love LGO. I go work there sometimes. So
you probably like doing your deliveries then, it sounds like, kind of in the central Phoenix area, because it gives you a reason to pop into the Henry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Henry, I go there a lot for quick little coffee break and put up my laptop. They have some great workspace for
they do.
for people. So
yeah, I actually have a business meeting at the Henry on Thursday. Yeah.
Any excuse to go, I'm there.
Well, it's definitely it's turned into a place to be seen. If you're a professional in Arcadia, you go and you have coffee every morning, and your business's sticker better be on your laptop.
Right, exactly.
That's all you see in there.
Yeah. I also like Teespresso. That's a good one too.
Teespresso?
Yep.
I don't think I've been there yet.
It's a tea shop out in the Arcadia area, but they've got a little really cute workspace and
very nice.
great teas.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then finally, what do you think the best Arizona site is to see?
Oh, I love Sedona.
Sedona? Yeah, that's a very common.
I don't know why, but the Red Rocks get me every time.
Yeah, and I think people were spoiled because it's so close.
Yep.
It's, what is it, an hour from Phoenix, really? An hour and 20 minutes?
Yeah, for me, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours in Gilbert.
Yeah, being out in Gilbert. Yeah, factor in traffic.
Exactly.
And it's like 3, but
no, I love it. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong in Arizona. I really feel like we have the best of the best. You can be in California if you want in a few hours. You can be in Sedona, Grand Canyon in a couple hours, and Flagstaff where you get snow.
Yeah,
so
I tell clients that
complain.
a lot. One of the things I love about Phoenix is, you drive 5 hours in any direction and you're going to hit some cool stuff.
Yeah,
whether it's Vegas, San Diego,
exactly.
Flagstaff for skiing, or Pine Top, Rocky Point is 4 hours south.
I know.
Everything.
Yeah,
and
you got Payson, good hiking, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, and if you have the Southwest credit card, you can pretty much fly for free.
That's exactly right.
And be anywhere in 45 minutes.
That's very true. Yeah.
So, and finally, if people wanted to reach out to you or they wanted to follow you on the old Instagram, how do they find you?
So we're at Blue Indigo Creations, and that's our Instagram handle. And then our website's www.blueindigocreations.com. And as you can reach out via email or send a direct message on Instagram. that's how people reach out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Really
Thanks
appreciate the time. And thank you for making such cool boxes. I know that our clients absolutely love them.
You're welcome.
And I
love working with you guys.
Yeah. I love that they are all, companies based in Phoenix. I love supporting the place that I love and grew up. So It's fun. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us for another episode of Danny Brown Talks Phoenix, and we will catch you next time.